Hello guys and welcome to today's tropical update. I want to apologize for the lack of updates. I've been very busy in my personal life the last couple of days, but I am here and I should have I think I'm going to have two videos today. I'm not sure how the evening is going to pan out for me, but I'm at least going to have this update for you guys. Um, Apparently there's about 6 to 12 hours before landfall, so at least we're getting a video in right before landfall. And this is here to keep you all safe. If you guys got power in those areas that are being affected right now, because obviously you can see that the rain bands are decently inland right now. So, you know, you're probably dealing with some tropical storm force winds, maybe even some cyclone force winds near the coast there. So, obviously we can thank the wonky eye wall replacement cycle that it had the last 2 days. It was a very slow process for the eye wall replacement cycle to complete itself. Some say it still isn't complete. I mean, um, as you can see, it's not looking too healthy right now for an actual cyclone. But you can see some darker convection here on the western side of this eye wall here. I assume this is probably where the eye wall is, or whatever's left of the eye wall as it approaches, the southeastern part of Madagascar here. So, anyways, here we go. Tropical Cyclone Emnati here. It's located 20.6 south, 49.5 east. Maximum sustained winds are at 75 knots or 85 miles per hour, I believe that is. Yeah. Um, Minimal central pressure is 970 millibars, so it's definitely weakened here a little bit. And honestly, sometimes I'm still not used to knots here, so we're gonna double check to see if I'm correct on that. 75 knots, 2 miles per hour. Yeah, 85 miles an hour. So I was correct. Anyways, you can see it on the infrared satellite imagery, and obviously, Levi Callan needs to fix this somehow because the infrared satellite does not have a motion presentation to it. But it is what it is. I respect his work. He's doing his best to keep the site as best as he can. And I respect him for having a site like this up for people that love to track cyclones and weather like myself. So, with that being said, let's take a look at the Joint Typhoon Warning Center's tracking guidance here. Excuse me. As you can see, this is initialized at I think it looks like it was at 22. I don't know, but this was initialized at some point in the last couple of hours. Um, they have it initialized at 80 knots, and they expect it to weaken steadily from here. So, Madagascar lucked out on what it could have potentially been because of the wonky eye wall replacement cycle that it had. But, you're still going to get some pretty decent impacts, regardless. You're still looking at a decent high end Cat 1 to a low end Cat 2, landfall here. So, that's still not anything to sneeze about, especially when you have a poor, environmental, area like Madagascar. Um, as you can see here, it pretty much goes through the southeastern part of the islands, and then it makes its exit going south and then southeast a little bit. Okay, so European is not loading for whatever reason, so we're going to be using the GFS and the HWARF here for presentation purposes here. And as you can see, this is initialized at 12Z, and this is 6 hours from now. So this is 18Z around 2 p.m. And as you can see, it's trying to make its way inland at that point in time. As you can see, it kind of just moves along the southeastern coast of Madagascar as a pretty rapidly weakening system as it heads out. Obviously, you're gonna get the rainfall. You're gonna get the storm surge, probably. Rain, wind. Flash flooding. All that good stuff. Well, I don't know about good stuff, but all that bad stuff that comes with these tropical cyclones. And speaking of rainfall, we're taking a look at some of these anomalies here. As you can see, we got some shades of oranges and yellows here. which is indicative of 300 to 550 millimeters of rain. And what that entails is, I think that's pretty much. I've said this so many times for Madagascar in the last month or so. I think that's 13 to 25 inches of rain. It's 13 to 21 or 25 inches of rain for those areas that are, you know, in the southeast Madagascar. So, these are already, you know, rain logged areas. They've already had prolonged periods of rain from other tropical cyclones that have came through this area. So, God forbids, this one is coming through too. So, I mean, there's no other choice on that one. So, this is gonna, really aggravate the problem, the saturated ground that's already, there for, Madagascar as it is. So, you guys are probably going to see some major flooding issues, going through the next 2 to 4 days in southeastern Madagascar. You hate to say it, but, gotta tell you guys the truth. Gotta lay it to you guys straight. You know, it's just not a good situation for Madagascar right now. Because, like I said, Anna, Batsarai, you had the remnants of Cliff going there. You got Dumako, and now you got Emnati here. So you guys have had A, B, C, D, E storms, come through Madagascar. Albeit that Cliff was remnants at that time. I'm still gonna, count that that was part of the seed of Cliff. So I am gonna count that as being, you know, tied into how many tropical cyclones, have hit Madagascar. All right. So, anyways, that is enough of the GFS. We're gonna take a look at the H wharf here, and as you can see, this is initialized at 6Z. So the 12Z hasn't come out yet. Um, So here it is. We're pretty much at this point right now. We're at 12Z, um, initialized at 964, and as you can see, it pretty much it moves north. It looks like. No, I moved south. Okay, that was dumb. Please excuse my dumbness there for a minute. All right. So as you can see, the H wharf pretty much has landfall in the next 18 hours. Or next 15 to 18 hours from now. So I might be able to make another landfall video. I'm not too sure on this, but as you guys can see, it's still not a good look here. This is a solid category 2 according to the H wharf. So you guys are definitely going to be in it for the long haul here going forward. And as you can see, this is it's going to be a big time rainmaker here. You can see the band's just setting up shop in some of these areas. It's just going to get poured and poured and poured and poured and poured with very consistent heavy rains as the cyclone makes its way across southeastern Madagascar. So, like I said, the flooding problems is going to be aplenty in some of these areas. At this point, I feel like the flooding is the more dangerous concern here. Obviously, the poor structures of Madagascar. Um, the wind is still going to be a very damaging thing, but I feel like at this current point in time, like I said, with all the excessive rainfalls amounts that you guys have had over the last month, I feel like the rainfall is going to be the major problem here. Um, it's bad news. I hate to say it. Like I said, I got to be real with you guys. But as you can see, I'm going to show this once more. You can see that some of these bands are just setting up shop in the same areas over and over and over and over again. So, flooding is going to be bad. That is for sure. Um, I hope that I hope that you guys have evacuated. If you guys have learned from the past tropical cyclones of the last month, that you should probably just go if you can. So anyways, with that being said, I just wanted to give this short little update for you guys since I haven't really been able to, keep you guys updated the last couple of days on the system. Um, like I said, depending on what I got going on tonight, I might have another video for you guys again. But until then, I hope you guys bunker down, stay safe. Now, if you guys can't get out, obviously stay put. Weather out the storm. Um, just stay safe, and I hope to see you guys on the next one. All right, hope everybody has a good day. Catch you all on the next one.